Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. This is Cryptos in 10, if I can talk right. Today is the 16th of November at 2 o'clock in the p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. So what we have here today is we have some charts that I told you I've been working on the last couple videos. And what I did was I went back to Theta, I went back to XRP, we see down here XLM, XDC, and we wanted to go ahead and look what it would have done back testing since the low of 2020, and we all know what happened in 2020. Here, if we go over here to our chart and move over Theta a little bit, all right, this is where we see February, and then of course it got all the way down here. That drop was approximately, that was 75% drop right there. We've been over a 90% drop now. All right, so we're heading back up. So this is what we want to look at. What we're doing is we have the weekly Hakanashi, which is this bigger green. Then we have the daily's Hakanashi. Okay, here we got Hakanashi. Here we have the daily. Here we have the Hakanashi. We have indicators. All right, these are all the indicators. I have some of these hid right now. I'm just trying to make something fairly simple. I wish I would have kind of had something like this while I was working. I would have been able to put more money in and do a little bit more trading, but hey, it is what it is. So what we have is we have this green candle right here at the close on April 6th, 2020. That's when you would have bought in. Now, this is the Hakanashi. So these prices right here, as you see them moving, as I drag through here, these are not the actual price. This is the different candle, which is the Hakanashi, which makes it easier to see, as you'll see in just 1 second. I'm going to change this up here on my candles from a Hakanashi to a regular Japanese candle. All right. Now, of course, we're going to go all the way back to the current candle, which is 2022. We're going to shrink that down, and we're going to drag it over. Notice there's a lot of red and green where there was just some green, especially right here. See, we didn't have all of these red and green candles because the Hakanashi, what it does is it takes an average of 2 candles and makes 1 candle. It makes it a lot smoother. So now, though, we can go back and get our regular prices. So let's say right here, this close, right here, if we hold the candle, hold the finger on the candle, and then look up here, will give us our price. So if we hold our finger right there, our close is 0.0876. All right, that's when we would have bought, April 6th. And we would not have sold until that red candle on the Hakanashi, as I showed you, on June 1st. Okay? You would not be buying and selling according to these candles here. You would buy and sell according to these candles. Let's do one more time. All right? So we're going to go back. But what I did is I marked them with a vertical line to show me when I look back at the other types of candle to get the prices, okay? So here we go, right there and right there. See, there's no red, big red with a lower red. So this is the weekly and the daily. And what I do is I open a trade, okay, according to this trading suggestion or trading technical analysis, if you would choose to do it. I'm not telling you what to do, just giving you something here. So we could take $1,000 and let's see what happens as we go through and trade these in a back testing technical analysis. Here you would have bought on July 6th of 2020. You would have not closed that trade until way up here. Okay. So here you would have had approximately, and we'll go to the chart here in a second, you would have had approximately 21 cents that you would have bought. And in just July 6th, August 6th, September 6th, October 6th, all right, 3 months, you would have been at 75 cents and you would have sold. You know, now I don't say, I don't even do it. I don't have everything in where I'm trading. I have 20% of my current, the large bag altogether, total coins. I have 20% that I trade. All right. Now, here you would have closed and then you would have bought. All right, now let's look at these. Let's look at this. Let's scroll out right here. All right, there's our first trade. This is kind of going a little bit. All right, so we're going to have to go back here anyways. All right. Now, let's open up our chart. Here's our chart, all right? So if you look, our first trade right here was 4/6/2020. We would have purchased at 876, and then we would have sold on June 1st, right there. And we would have sold that at 0.2701, and you would have went from $1,000 to $3,000, okay? Now, you would just sell it, and now you're going to wait to buy at a lower price, or buy when the condition, according to the trade technical analysis, tells you to buy. Now, sometimes you might buy a little higher. It's not good. We have to understand that there will be losing trades, and that's the biggest emotional thing to get over, is that sometimes you might buy a little bit higher. But if you buy a little bit higher, let's say you even spent 20% more than what you would have sold it for, but if it continues to go up something like this 3 times, you're not worried about that 20% down here, because that 20% to what the 300% was much bigger. All right, if that makes sense. And like I said, if you got questions or you got thoughts and ideas, leave them in the comment section of the video, and we'll get to answering those. All right, so we got 0.876, and then we have 2701, and see here's where we bought lower. All right, so we used that 3,083 to buy, and look what we did. We bought 13,400. This is also what we want to look at when we're doing these charts and we're buying and selling. So we have 1012, we would have sold after 23 cents. We would have sold at 73 cents. So we would have taken that 13,400 coins, and we would have sold. That would have gave us 9,831. And then 1123, you would have went in and you would have bought back, and you would have bought at 0.6657. Now let's show that. Let's close that down right there. And here it is right here, 1123. Okay. And then we'll open up that chart again. And then here's 1123.66. You would have bought 100%, and you would have bought. Now you're up to 14,000 coins, where you started at. Right here's our start, 11,000. So you have 3,000 more coins, and you have over $9,000. Okay. Now here's the big one. Of course, you see it right there. Now, past results are not indicative of future results. However, do what you may with it. We're down to less than $1 right now in theta. And if it gets back up to $16, that's 16 times your money. That's if you just left it there. And that's what, you take $1,000 now and you're trading it in and out like this when you have these opportunities. So we went from 11/23/2020 to April 19th, 2021. You went up to $10. You would have sold it. Now it got all the way up to 16, but let's look at that real quick. All right. So here you go. And what do I say? I say plan the trade and trade the plan. You got to get your emotion out of it. Yeah, it was $16 and it went down to 10. But really? But you were here at 60 cents. And let's look at the chart and let's see what the chart says. So we go over here to the chart. And let's see. We bought at 66 cents just before Thanksgiving, probably around that. And look, we sold $10, $159,000 in just a year's time. Now, I wish I would have been following this myself. I wasn't following this to the T, but I'm trying a lot better. Every night I try to come in here, look at the chart. I don't post it all the time because there's not a lot of change sometimes. It's if they're all down right now, everything's in a sell. Everything's in a weekly sell candle. And we'll look at that just to show you. All right, so you got $159,000. You will use that $159,000 to buy. Now look here. We bought a little higher, didn't we? We bought $1, almost $1 higher. That hurts, and it does. It shows in our money, 159 to 145. But really, you started out with 1,000, guys. $1,000. Now this is back testing, like I said, and we're going to look at what we're doing right now, the current market. So then we're going to buy and sell all the way down. And that's the thing. There's a lot of people that have lost millions. However, if they would have taken just 20% and bought and sold, how much better would they have been? And me included. I didn't do everything that I'm telling you right now, but I sure am. Without having my regular job now and my career, this is going to be what I'm doing going forward. So buy 100%, sell 100%. So now you went to 145. All right. So now you sold 100% and you're buying 100% at May 31st. Okay. Let's just look at that real quick. May 31st, right there. Okay. You would have bought and then you're going to sell. There's the picture of it. Okay. And then we'll go back to the chart. All right, we'll go back to the chart. I might run out of time here, so I'm just going to kind of go through this. All right, so we have 159, 145, 133. Then we're going back up 144, 148. But look, once again, 24,000 coins, and I started with 11,000. So I have 13,000 more coins at $6. What's it going to do when it gets back up to 16? We're going to show that. I'm going to show that to you exactly how when I put the coins in. So you would take $1,000. Remember, we started with $1,000. We're at 146 right now. If we went all the way to, this is September 14th, 2022. Okay, not September, February. And you would have sold, and you would have $146,000. But look how many coins you have. 49,000 coins. My, look at this one. This one's great. So we would have sold, we would have bought at $293, we would have sold at $3, and we would have bought at $127. Look at now, we got 117,000 Theta coins. Okay. So we're at 156, 179, and then at 11/7/2022, right down here, yonder, right here, not there, right here, we would have sold. Okay, that closed that night, that Monday, we would have closed. And look, had we been disciplined, this is the numbers. It would have been this way. And now look, I've been tracking this every day, every night, right here, okay? And it's red. Now when it changes, I'll put another vertical line there, just like here. It was red, and then it changed the vertical line, and it was all the way up. That's what we're looking for. We're not going to buy, according to this trade, if you choose to do it, we're not going to buy until we get a daily green with a weekly green, okay? And it could change in the middle of the week, and that's fine. That's what we'll do then. But so you have 170,000 coins. You have $206,000. Now watch this. Let's just do a little experiment. We're not going to put no date in there. But let's say you would have bought right now, which is 11/16/2022. And you would have bought right now, and the current price is $88.81. Let's just say you would have bought right now, $88.81. 0.0881. Okay? And you would have bought 100%. So we're going to do that. I might have run out of time already. All right, buy 100%, you're going to have 234. Now watch this, sell 100%. Sell 100%. And now we're going to put that price at $10.81. So, watch this. That's an unseemly number, but that's the math. $25 million. If we're efficient, if we keep our emotion out. Now that's starting with $1,000. Now most, we're not going to do that. We're going to start over today. I mean, some people are going to put $1,000 in whatever. And, they're going to go buy Theta on Qcoin or Uphold, whatever it is. You do your own thing. Like I said, trade it at your own risk. Invest at your own risk. But that's what you would have had you started. I think we could have retired on that. Wow. But anyways, it's good to look out and see. But right now, let's say we're right there. That's where we are according to this trading. And I'm just going to keep this up just to see if we go along and see what happens and see where I am real time and where I am according to the back testing. Okay? Alright, so if you got any questions, any thoughts, any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. Until the next one, plan the trade, trade the plan.